Hi guys, Michelle here.
In India, welcome to our review of episode 15, Married at First Sight.
9572. This is the longest season ever. This season is longer than the month of March, and March was like long.
Yeah, this season is forever. Well, we got one more episode after this, two more, because it's decision day, then a reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank God. We're gonna have to find something else to review. Which I think we should review.
Yeah, tell us what you think we should review,
Yeah,
because I don't think I'm ever watching this show again.
yeah, I'm done. I quit. This show was terrible.
It's
This
like,
was the worst season ever. The experts are barely involved. It's
you
like
can
what
just tell. Like, people are like, oh my God, the experts did. Like, this has nothing to do with the experts. They probably cut the budget. Like, the experts didn't pick this. Like, the experts were not involved in this at all. It's been like 30 hours of television, and the experts have been on for about 30 minutes total.
No,
Like,
no,
it
you're
just
right. You're
doesn't
right. Yep. I bet
make
you a couple of them
sense.
aren't going to be here next season.
Every season it's gotten less and less, but this has been like exceptionally low. Like, to the point where, like, they have them doing interviews, they have them talking on interviews and having sound bites for interviews, but they don't do the actual work with the couples. But that's because it's fake. Like, this season is the fakest season.
All right,
Okay,
well, let's get into the episode now.
let's get into the
Thinking about this
episode.
daggone show. I thought this was a
um
pretty good episode. I did watch it over 2 days though because I fell asleep on
Same. Same.
Um,
Okay, you want to start with I have Micah and Miko.
me too.
I can never say their
Mika
names
and
now.
Michael.
Mika and Michael. I have them first.
Okay.
It
Um,
was it was when they left the day. That episode was long because it started with them leaving the retreat. He was being the biggest asshole,
he was.
and I would have left him. At, I don't understand how he has not gotten left. Like, how Mika has not gotten in her car and drove off and been like,
He
y'all can bring
has
him
a
home.
lot of patience. People can say what they want about Mika, kind of just being
Mhm.
very direct, but she literally has had 10 to 20 times that she should have just cussed him out and stormed out that she didn't.
Yep.
Like
Like,
she does have a lot of patience. Hmm.
she drove and let him be in her car, disrespectful, not talking. Then, when it's time to leave, she walks in the kitchen, he walks out, goes and gets his stuff, has his earpods on. She said, we're in the car, you don't say nothing to me. And then, it's basically, as soon as production probably called them and told them, y'all need to talk so we can record, he takes off his earpods, and then she's like, you just took them off 5 minutes ago. Like,
Yeah.
he thinks this is a damn show where they
Hmm.
say, and action, and
Yeah.
then he can start, and then they say cut, and he can stop. Like,
Yeah.
no.
She um she had also had a conversation with Taylor. Remember? And she was talking to Taylor about her relationship, or Taylor
In
was
the
talking
room,
to her
yeah.
about, yeah.
Michael came and talked to Taylor off
Mhm.
camera about Brandon, and
Yeah.
because
And
Michael and Brandon
himself,
are such good friends.
they
Okay.
would be friends. Somebody said that Michael might be on the spectrum, but I didn't say that.
I
But
read
anyway,
that as well, and I don't know who. I just know. I just think that he legit has been. He's a pathological liar, so he
yeah,
doesn't
but
even know.
that still has to do with communication. Like, he is a pathological liar. His sister knows too. She loves her brother, but she knows that. I mean, he's had to lie growing up a lot. He probably said he was in a chess club, girl, and they said, okay, let's play chess at home, and he couldn't play. That's probably what happened. You know what I
He
mean?
probably
Like,
lied about having
you know
friends.
how
He had no
you
friends.
lied about certain stuff you had to do at school so you could stay later or hang out with your friends. This man probably said he was on the debate team, honey. And the way he be trying to string them words together and they don't make no sense, he probably
And
thought
the
he was in
way
the
he says with an F and not a TH.
people was
But
coming for
that's
him because he
him.
said I had a death in the family with an F, but I said, oh, that's just a DMV thing.
It is. It's the
Yeah.
TH. It's the
It's the
TH. He
TH.
don't
He don't
say
always get that right.
yes. We do live. By the way, everybody, we do live in the DMV, which is the DC, Maryland, and
I live
Virginia
in
area.
Maryland, PG County.
And I live in Maryland as well, but I'm not from here, so I don't have the dialect
True.
of those that are from here. But yeah, we live in the DC area, so there
It's
are
just kind of
yeah,
interesting seeing some places that they go. I'm like, oh, I know where that is. Like I knew
yeah.
where Jessica and her sister were and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah,
kind of
when they
interesting.
go for dinner and stuff, it's mostly in
Yeah.
Virginia. They live in Virginia. They
Oh
live
yeah.
in
They live in
in the Northern Virginia side. They mostly go to dinners and stuff on the
Virginia.
Virginia side. But yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff. DC is a good city. They just did a terrible job of this show in this city because they could have found some good people.
Yeah, they could have. DC has a lot of people,
A
a
lot of
lot
like
of different people.
smart,
Yeah, it's
professional,
one of
even
those
if you're
cities.
not like college educated, like there's just a very vast number of people in this
Yeah.
area that do well for themselves.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
it's like,
So
this is who you came up with? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
back
what did
to
I have to
Mika and
say?
Michael. I said,
Okay. When they were walking through the apple orchard, he was not speaking to her. I would have put, and if he was throwing apples in a box, I would have thrown that
me
box at
too.
him and walked
Me too.
away
Me
and
too.
drove the hell off.
I would
Period.
have threw that box on the ground as soon as he threw one in. I would be like, ouch. That's it. I'm
Boom.
not taping no more. It's over.
I was pissed for her.
Yeah.
And then I said I would have put that box down and drove the hell off. Production can bring you home, disrespectful ass, and I'm not sitting out there with these gnats. Them gnats was all in her face, and she's sitting out there trying to tape with your ass. I was so
She has
mad.
a lot of patience. Mika is a lot of things, but honey, she got the patience of a saint, honey, because I would have been up there with them gnats like, no, no, God, no, 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 no. This is not the right time. Don't you go apple picking in the spring? It was
It was
July.
August. They were there in
August,
August. You
right.
go apple picking in October, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Apple
I mean,
picking
yeah, like in
season
the
is in
fall.
October.
Yeah, why are y'all
It's the
picking
fall.
apples in August? And then when they were on that hayride, people said they was practicing social distancing early. How far apart they was on that hayride, girl.
They've been practicing social distancing.
Like they were
um,
so far apart, it didn't even make no sense. Oh, that's disgusting.
okay. So I also said that she's wasting her time. I just hope this
Ooh,
money is worth it because this is a waste of time. You don't like the angle, India?
my
You
chin,
want
honey, my chin.
I
Okay, they were social
Jeez,
distancing
I
in
hope
that
this
hayride.
this I hope it's worth the money because it's just not. So she she read him. Now she told him he has no accountability. When she was sitting on that dang one
The bed?
picnic blanket,
Oh yeah. And he
she read him.
yeah, and he like picked the sandwich he wanted. But you know what? He has a lot of tendencies that's kind of like I'm confused.
It's passive
He
aggressive.
was
What he
just
did was
talking to
passive
himself.
aggressive. What he did was passive aggressive. Like he was acting like he was there by himself. If you want to act like you're here by yourself, you can be here by
But how
yourself.
can you like totally ignore? Can you do that? I cannot totally ignore somebody even if I tried. I be trying, but I talk too much.
I can ignore somebody,
Like
yes.
I've ignored you before,
I'm aware because
but I
you're
can't. I would not be able to
such
go
a
a
brat.
whole day and not say nothing. That's just crazy.
Let's continue with them because they came back around a few times, right?
Yes, they did. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm excited.
Excited?
I want to know because I think one of them is going to say no and one is going to say yes because how it ended, I was like, okay, they didn't end too bad. I could see how
Okay.
crazy stuff.
So Michael's gonna say yes, Mika's gonna say no, and Michael's gonna be salty that Mika said no.
I think
There's
so.
no way in hell Mika
This is
says
not a
yes.
spoiler, guys. We haven't
No,
heard
this is
anything.
just
We just
my
are guessing. I
this is
don't know,
my
but I don't know if Mika is acting, but she keeps saying like she,
that gives me hope. That makes me
yeah.
think that's something to work with. She's
And then
doing it
when
for
they
the
were
show. Do you
when they
know
were
that at the end of every right before every decision day, they try to make them say stuff so that you don't know what they're
true,
gonna do.
yeah,
So I think
they
that's just what
succeeded.
she's doing. Later on in the episode, when Michael was with his sister talking, he was pursing his lips and rolling his eyes there too. And she had to tell him that he's enough. She was like, "You are enough." And I'm just like, this man is not ready for a marriage or a relationship because he does not love himself.
He needs to go to therapy, but not Katie's type of therapy, real therapy.
No, he's
Mm.
not. He's not ready for marriage.
Mike,
Period.
Mika said the same thing to her mom. She thinks that he's not
Yeah.
happy with himself, or
She
and I
said. She
yeah,
said this man does not like himself. I'm not gonna be married
yes.
to somebody that is broken. Are you kidding me?
And we said that same thing, but we got attacked for it. I just want to say that we said the
This
same
whole
thing.
I be knowing, I be
Yes,
knowing.
she does. We said the same thing. He's trying to be something he's not because he thinks it makes him cooler or more worldly or more whatever
Likeable. Yes.
likable. Yeah, and that's exactly what his sister said. That's what Mika said. Like and it boils down to he does not like himself or he doesn't think he's enough. Like his
Yep.
sister said. And you are enough.
Yep.
You are successful. You know, you're doing stuff. You are enough, but now you're a liar and you're going. I don't know why people come on this TV show and lie like they don't have real
Like
jobs.
they're not gonna get
Because you don't get a
exposed.
second season. This ain't Love and Hip Hop where maybe you can
Right.
quit your real job and you
Right.
can make money and do bookings. Like no. You don't get a second season, so you have to go back to your real life.
Well, clearly Michael did this because he had no job. Because Mika has to ask him at dinner. So I've been noticing you've been home a lot. Did something change with your job? And this man says, "Oh well, blah blah XYZ. I'ma lie some more and tell you that I resigned and I gave my 2 weeks notice. If you give your 2 weeks notice, you still go to work, no? No, you got fired, bro. Or you never had a job. Now that's the question. Did he ever have a job or did he get fired? Or
Well, we don't know
did
because
he
we don't
resign?
have the pay stubs. We have the offer letter.
Well, he never had, right? He never got a check. He literally never had a job. So that's what I'm gonna say. I just think that he never had a job and he just lied and lied and lied.
And he was supposed to be. Let's not forget that initially he was a principal child. He got a job to be a principal.
He
Then
went
it went
from
to after school
principal
director.
to unemployed. Oh, and when they was in the bed, I put this down. So they was in the bed and he was like, "This is our last night together." And she was like, "Huh?" He had a Freudian slip. He said it was their last night together. And she was like, "Our last night together, period?" And he was like, "Oh, well,
See,
that was
that's what had
implied."
me shook. This is why I think Mika might actually say yes. We have no idea. I can't wait to find out.
We have no idea.
I mean, who says no? Who says yes? Do they both say no? Like, I am kind of curious. I ain't gonna lie. I am excited for next week's episode. For that, I want to know who said who to who and what.
Okay, so we're gonna give our predictions before at the end of us talking about each one. My
Yep,
prediction is Michael says yes, Mika says no.
mine too.
Same.
Yeah,
What about this last 8 weeks is gonna make her say yes?
they ain't even had sex, so she don't even know if that's good.
I don't even know that they've kissed on the mouth.
I hope not. Okay,
Okay,
who is
next.
Katie and
Katie
Derek?
and Derek were
Okay,
next.
so Katie and Derek.
She's so annoying. And she's so fake. And she's so stupid.
I have nothing to say positive about Katie.
So when you don't have nothing to say nice, you don't say it at all? Or you gonna still say it?
Oh, she's so annoying. I said it last time. She's manipulative. She's nuts. She just like doubled down on her manipulative ways this episode. And okay, first of all, when they got that little stupid little turtle, talking about you saving a turtle from its natural habitat.
You save it by putting it over in the grass where it was crossing over.
Yeah,
I
that well, exactly. That's what you do. You're not saving that turtle by putting him in the water. You were better off just taking the turtle home and taking care of it at that point. You done killed that turtle.
either way, she's stupid. She's really stupid, and somehow that was adventurous for her. Oh my God, it's on my bucket list to have a turtle.
I
I
don't know
keep
if Derek
going.
is acting or he is immature when it comes to relationships.
He's
Like
acting.
he's unexperienced when it comes inexperienced.
Inexperienced. I think
Ooh,
he's
Lord.
acting.
Inexperienced when it comes to relationships. Um, or he's acting, because
I
the
think he's
things that he
acting.
said, I was like, wait, is she getting into his head? She is about to taint this young man to think that this shit is normal and that you have to pacify grown ass women who act like babies and be toxic towards them to have a lasting relationship. Like, Katie is out of her mind.
She is, and he's fine. He has a good head on his shoulders. His
Mm-hmm.
dad is so reasonable. His dad gives him such good
Yeah.
advice. His
Mm-hmm.
sister seemed fine. Like
Yeah.
he's fine. His family is not jacked up the way that hers is. He's not gonna be affected by this. Like he kind of has stuck to his guns on a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and his natural reactions come out every time they get into it about something real. He's not being walked all over. He is kissing her ass after, but that's I think he's kissing her ass after because of production. He asked her what things were making her question if she could say yes, or what things concerned her.
Right,
And
right,
then
right.
he gave what the things that concerned him, and he was like, you don't communicate well when you're stressed out, or I don't like to be around you when you're stressed out. She was like, well, that's the thing. When I'm like that, you need to confront me. No, bitch, don't be like that.
Yeah, like she crazy, but she might be one. You know how they say therapists meet therapy? She one of those.
I
I
have
don't know.
experienced therapy before, and in therapy, they like there's no way somebody can be like her. Like the way she
Mm,
is
mm,
so not the
mm,
way that a
mhm,
therapist would be. Just
mhm.
doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, because we both have experience with therapy, child.
It doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm. And
And
that's
we
what
all
I'm
gonna need
saying. She
therapy
was.
after this quarantine, just so you know.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm doing therapy during the quarantine.
Yeah, telemedicine. It's got to be at an all-time high.
Anywho,
I
um,
can't.
oh, okay. Also, we can. Okay, so we both agree that Katie is trying to sabotage this, right? But I think that we have two different reasons. I think she's literally trying to sabotage it
Facts.
because she wants the other guy.
Facts.
I do. She doesn't want to look like the bad guy. She wants to make it look like, oh, I'm really divorcing him for a real reason.
I
So she's
told you
trying to
that.
out.
I
But
said
I
that
think it's
last
for
week.
the guy.
Oh, I just think she doesn't like Derek. I just think that for whatever reason she doesn't like Derek, and so she's trying to make it his fault, not her. Derek has a lot of redeeming qualities. Like whatever she calls negative, it doesn't seem that negative. Is he a little immature? Probably. Is he maybe lazy and doesn't initiate things? Quite
Maybe.
possibly.
Uh-huh.
But like, does he have qualities that make you act like her? No, not at
Hmm.
all.
She don't want him, and she is pushing him away by being very bitchy and very, very negative to him, and it's tearing him down. It's honestly, it is verbal abuse, because if any man on TV was treating a woman like that, we would be calling it verbal abuse,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not right. It goes both ways, because
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like he's
definitely not
capable of
right.
being manipulated. Like, she's bad at it, but she's trying. And that's the problem. Don't try to manipulate that man and manipulate the situation. If you don't like him, be honest with yourself.
But Katie's dad wasn't quite buying it either. He was just
Katie's
like,
dad knows he raised the jackass crazy daughter, and it's his fault.
mm-hmm.
He
And
know
his
that.
name is Dante. I ain't seen many white Dantes. I
Katie's
wrote it
dad,
down.
he might have one drop on him. He's looking like he was have a drop.
Katie's for 4 years. Like you're trash. And you don't value yourself either. And so now you want to make somebody else miserable. You want to treat somebody else the way that somebody treated you. Goodbye. I'm over her. And her dad's name is Dante. And that was really funny to me.
All right, we're off of them, right? We're done.
Yes, and there's only two more couples to talk about, and Taylor and
Oh yeah,
Brandon is not much to say because they don't really
they
film
weren't on the
together.
episode. No, so Taylor and Brandon weren't really on the episode. They
Oh,
did
but
say that
she met up with
interview.
her friend.
Oh yes,
Sorry,
I have that.
she met
I
up.
don't
She met
like
up
her
with her
friend.
friends.
I still don't like her friend, especially that guy. That
The
guy,
guy,
like, he be doing too much.
I put Taylor's male friend is an effing B. Is what I wrote. I
What is wrong
cannot
with him?
stand her
Do you
friends.
think he wants Taylor?
No, I think he's gay. No,
Oh,
he seemed gay to me.
oh, okay, yeah.
My male best friend would be like, Michelle, did he call you? Did he say that? Like, he would
Yeah.
never be like, I don't understand why he does that. He doesn't. When I talk about stuff in my male friends relationships, when I talk about it with him, and I'll like put all this thought into it, he'll be like, maybe. I'll be like, I just gave you all of this information. So they just aren't like that. I don't think in general guys are that expressive, and he's the worst.
You can see that they really were spending time off camera, which lets you know that Brandon genuinely did want to try.
He be telling the truth
about that, huh?
He's not a liar.
Yeah, he really was over the camera.
Look at the other person that was like that on the show a few seasons ago, AJ. Yeah, AJ was like that, and he used to blow up on camera, and they had AJ looking crazy on this show for sure. Like I was like, oh my God, that girl's gonna stay with him. The reason why she stayed with him is because she knew how he was off camera.
Off camera, yeah.
And they're still married. They're one of the 7 couples that are still married. Yeah. And they don't do a lot of this publicity for the show because they actually were well matched. I also unfortunately feel like Brandon being a black man and getting in arguments with production, like I do think it's different. I think that we don't have to get into a whole race conversation, but people do treat black people differently when they get angry about things, and they make it seem like we're so aggressive and we're so this. AJ was busting shit down and cussing people out the exact same way. So he was being the exact same way, and his wife was just like, oh, I hate when he's like this on camera. She said the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
This is the exact same situation. It's just that Brandon is a fighter or whatever, and has admittedly said he has mental,
anxiety.
Anxiety. So I just think that it just wasn't a good combination for him. But this is not the first time we've seen somebody do this on this show. It's their jobs, but don't try to make him the villain over it, because it's your job to get drama out of these people.
That's true. You're right about that, girl.
Okay, that was my little soapbox.
You're right. That was it. Oh, they were so cute when they looked like they were showing their little camera. They looked like they was enjoying each other. So maybe they'll both say yes.
Brandon's okay. Oh, we didn't even say what we thought Katie and Derek were gonna say. But we said last week. I think they're both gonna say yes on decision day.
Yeah, they probably won't make it, but
so think about how you can figure these shows out. The fact that they have Katie looking like she's gonna say no, she's gonna say yes. They're trying to lead into us seeing her say all these negative things so that we can be surprised on decision day when she says yes. She says Brandon and Taylor, they were actually cool, like you said, when they were on the security cam footage and they were showing what they look like. Taylor's point about when he's off camera, he's cool, and she does want to get to know him more. I get that, and I think that she's saying that so that it seems like she's going to say yes on decision day, but she's not.
You don't think so? I think Taylor is going to say yes and Brandon's going to say yes.
I think they're both going to say no.
Okay. So we'll see.
Okay, so I do think that there was not a lot there. Taylor's friends are weirdos, kind of. And the one friend was just like, I really hope she does not say yes. Now, the reasons why her saying that Taylor deserves so much more, Taylor is a straight up gaslighter. She does not tell people, or not a she is a gaslighter because she does that to Brandon. But she also doesn't tell the truth when she tells stories. She literally told her friends that he left. She didn't say nothing about anything that she did. She did not tell the story of that whole experience.
Like I told you last review, they gonna be watching this and be like, yo, Taylor, you are a liar. Like, people be really doing that. Like, they tell their story.
Or they know. Maybe she tells them the truth and she just doesn't tell the truth during filming.
Nah, she don't tell them the truth. You're a liar.
She is.
A liar.
Just to make herself look better.
Because you see he was grabbing her booty and stuff.
Yeah.
They definitely was doing it. They definitely did it. They was doing it. Now they doing it because they one of them toxic people that just have sex.
And that's why mad. And why else would he be that mad about her going to hang out with somebody else if he really didn't like her like that?
No, I think he really cares about her. And I actually think she cares about him. I think they both say yes. I swear to you.
I think they both say no.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, last couple, Jessica and Austin. They actually had drama.
A little bit. Her sister was blowing me. Her and her sister.
Yo, Austin is, I'm going to say this one more time. He is so mature and emotionally intelligent. He when he said, he was like, I don't know, she got a twin sister. I feel like she wants us to do everything together. Like she's used to having somebody to do stuff with that is like her. And he's just like, that's not how it's always going to be. Like, I like her. I like spending time with her. We like a lot of the same things, but I don't want to go to bed when you go to bed. Leave me the fuck alone.
Her sister was being weird too when they were having that conversation about why he didn't say I love you. Like, what if he's not in love? Or what if you saying I love you may be like, okay, I love you. Clearly they care about each other. They really like each other. Maybe it seems like love, but maybe he wants to say it when he's truly like, oh, I know this moment I'm in love with you.
He said that. He said that to her before. He said that in front of the experts before, and then he said that to his family. And he was like, or his brother or his friend, whoever it was. Okay, if it's natural and it feels right, then say it. But if it doesn't, why would you? Like, I'm not mad at Austin at all. Why would he lead you on or tell you something just because he knows you want to hear it? Like, ugh.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And you've already shown your card on that. Like, y'all talked about this early. So yeah, I just think that I'm happy that he is holding to his guns. They're gonna ask him about it on the decision day.
Yeah, I bet you he's gonna say I love you on decision day. Like, how you and the sister, how
she doesn't even deserve it right now. She was being a straight asshole.
And she was.
Did I say that? Did I say that? What did
I say those exact words? Let's not get into semantics. If you keep telling him and you keep bringing this up, and this is what we see on camera, he's making it seem like this conversation comes up way too much.
Like, if you guys were dating, that would be absolutely 100% okay. If you don't stop acting like y'all are not literally about to be dating for your first year of marriage anyway, like, get over yourself.
Mm-hmm. And it might be good. Katie did make a point when she said that last episode that actually you guys get to spend time.
It gives you a chance to miss each other.
And he probably wants that because you can tell she's real clingy with it.
Okay. So back to what I said last week, Austin has a backbone. He's nice. Right. He's sweet. He listens, but he's not about to get run over by her. And he's not afraid to walk away from a relationship when he's in love and when he's gotten his heart broken.
Yeah. Like,
and he brought up the point, like, when they were in the bed, he was like, it wasn't just, I don't like that you travel for work, or this really bums me out that you travel for work. It is, you didn't tell me that this is what you do. Like, I don't know about this. I can't deal with this. That does not feel supportive, number one. Number two, you also know that he didn't always do this for work and that this is a new job for him. And he likes people do it. People do it all the time, especially early in their relationships. You kind of deal with certain things and then you say, okay, I can't do this no more, babe. We got to figure something else out.
Okay, anyways, who do you think is going to say yes or no between Jessica and Austin? That's easy. I think they're both going to say yes. So everybody knows that. Now, are they going to
They'll both say yes.
They'll be married in a year? Well, it's about to be a year. So do you think they're still married now? I think so.
Yeah, I do.
I think they'll make it a little while. They might even, I don't know, they might have a kid or something. She's ready.
But here's the thing. If they have a kid, I think Austin does seem like the dude that would, like, stick in there for a kid for much longer than he would if there was no kid involved.
Anyway, let us pray for her because she is on the front line fighting this COVID-19. We know that.
Yeah, I would assume that she's definitely in somebody's hospital right now.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Working lots of hours.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Next week's episode, decision day. It shows everybody walking in. It does not show Brandon walking in.
What? I didn't see that. So you think Brandon's not there on decision day?
They're filming it. He said he was not working with production anymore.
And she was like, I hope he comes. I did see that. He got to come. He got to come.
So I don't know if they didn't show it so that we just don't know until it happens that he does or doesn't come. But they did not show him walking in. Her nails, we didn't talk about her nails. Her trifling ass self-care is Taylor's nails. Taylor's nails were broken and busted and gel lifting up. She's never takes care of herself. She just looks so badly put together. She's one of those people where like she could literally be a bad bitch and instead she's so fucking basic.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyway, you can cut it out. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I keep that in there.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in.
Don't forget
Told.
to like and subscribe and comment and let us know if maybe there's another show we should watch and do reviews on.
Yeah, y'all. What should we watch? All right, guys.
All right,
Thank you so
y'all.
much. We will talk to
Bye.
you next week. Bye.
Yep.